Hey there, I'm Erleen Tilton, Happy Gut Foodie from erleentilton.com. In this video, I'm going to share intermittent fasting benefits for women, the whys and the hows. Intermittent fasting is not a diet. This approach revolves around cycling between periods of eating and fasting, allowing your body to rejuvenate and rest. Personally, I have been doing intermittent fasting for the last year and a half, and I can tell you honestly that in my mid-60s, I am full of energy, I'm not overweight, I'm healthy, I'm not on any medications, I don't have any challenges in my health. I have found that there are a host of great benefits. Here is a glimpse of the whys, the benefits, and how. First, intermittent fasting has been shown to greatly improve your metabolic health as well as your gut health. As you greatly reduce your caloric intake, especially your carb calories, this not only improves digestion, your metabolism, and improves your gut function overall, but this really affects your energy levels and you feel a difference. Intermittent fasting is also a powerful tool for weight loss. As you reduce your calorie intake, again, this can be a great tool for natural weight loss without dieting. And additionally, you are losing the fat, not your lean muscle mass. One of the best reasons to be doing intermittent fasting is because it improves your insulin sensitivities. Just think, if you can better balance your blood sugar levels and reduce your risk towards diabetes or any blood sugar fluctuations, how much better your body would be. If you can give up one meal a day, especially your high carb meal, and implement the intermittent fasting, this will greatly help you in this area. Another great benefit of intermittent fasting is cellular repair. There is a process when you fast called autophagy. And autophagy is actually where your cells discard anything that is damaged or unusable, which is not only great as a cleanup for your cells and your organs, but it also can reduce your risk for many of your age-related diseases. Improved brain health is another really good reason. The cognitive benefits include increased focus and concentration, and actually protection against any neurological diseases. And don't all of us need that? Better focus and concentration. Intermittent fasting is also great for supporting heart health as it improves your blood lipid profiles, reduces inflammation, and actually can lower your blood pressure. Some studies also suggest that intermittent fasting can promote longevity. As we just give up one of these 3 meals a day and shorten our eating window of time, we actually can lengthen years of our life. And not only that, improve our overall health in the process. To me, that's exciting. Many individuals also report they have an increase in energy and improved mood. Here are some other great benefits that I think you should know. First of all, simplifying your eating patterns. Now, giving up that one meal a day may not feel like you're simplifying, but it does simplify. Think about the food that you don't have to buy. If you're getting ready for work, if you're just making a drink instead of having to fix food for that meal every day, it can simplify your meal preparations. And that has been a great benefit for many, many individuals, along with the other benefits. So let's talk about what exactly intermittent fasting is, because you can be very flexible in choosing your hours and periods of eating and fasting. Now, I have chosen the 17-7 window, meaning 17 hours of fasting and 7 hours of eating. So basically, my first meal of the day is around noon, and then I have my last meal of the day around 6 p.m. So I'm really finished eating about 7 p.m. And I can have a snack in between. That's all right. But my eating window is really about those 7 hours. And then I have the 17 hours of fasting. Now, other people choose a 16-8 window, whatever you choose. Maybe that 16-8 window is you're eating your first meal at 11 and finishing at 7, or noon and 8, whatever works for you best. But during those periods of fasting, you want to make sure that you're drinking as much as you want. Of course, that's water and herbal drinks. Here is my absolute favorite morning drink. And if I drink this religiously every morning, I actually am never hungry. And it is so cleansing, yet it is satisfying and tasty. And I think you're going to love it. So first of all, I get my 40-ounce tumbler, and this is what I make my drink in. And then just choose 2 types of tea bags, any kind. There's such a variety out there. Really doesn't matter, whatever is your flavor or whatever you like. I actually like making my own tea blends as well. I have this one for kind of wintertime, and so I make my own packets. And this is kind of a double tea bag. And so I can actually just put this tea bag in here, and then I'm going to add my hot water about 2/3 of the way full. That's maybe like 24 ounces maybe out of the 40 ounces. I like to give this a little bit of time. You can actually go and get ready for the day, or clean up your kitchen or whatever you're doing, and just let that steep for 3 to 5 minutes. And then we're ready to add other things. Now, the first thing I'm going to add is, I call this Mega Mushroom Blend. I really like this because it's a great antioxidant. It's great for gut health, and it's just filling, but no calorie. So I'm going to add about kind of a tablespoon. So I'm not measuring specifically, but that's what I'm adding there, okay? So the next thing I'm going to add is MCT oil. Now this accomplishes 2 things. First of all, MCT oil, actually powder, is great for brain health, but it's also a great creamer for hot drinks. And so I'm going to add about a teaspoon of that to my drink. So we're going to add that in there. And then I'm going to stir that in a little bit, because the mushroom and the MCT might get a little lumpy if you don't. Now it's still hot. We haven't added any cold water yet. Now to this, I'm going to add a couple of things. First of all is stevia, and that just gives a little bit of sweetener. I try to do about 12 drops to this. So that gives it about the right sweetener for me. And then I like to add a few drops of essential oil. Now, to me, this improves your cleansing ability, but it also creates great flavor. So there's lemon, there's orange, there's tangerine, all kinds of citruses, or even cinnamon that you can add. So usually about 3 drops is good. So we've got that added. Now, in the summertime, spring through fall, actually, I like to add ice, so it's a cool drink. It's a cool me down drink. Whereas in the winter, I like to just add the water, and it's going to stay warm. And I'm going to be drinking something warm all morning. So I'm going to add that, not quite to the top, but here we go. We've got this drink that now I can sip all morning long. It tastes great. Don't drink it all at once. You're just going to kind of sip it every little while so that it improves the cleansing. It keeps you from being hungry, and you're going to love the taste and the flavor. And when you have that all together, don't put your lid and your straw in until you've added your cold water, because that's not a good thing. So now we can put that lid on, and you're ready for your morning. Now, I usually do this after I get up in the morning and I take my vitamins, and this is what I drink afterwards. I'm drinking that up until my noon meal. Now, what are you eating for your noon meal? This is super important too. When you're doing intermittent fasting, you want to eat healthy. So make sure you're choosing lots of greens, lots of vegetables, great clean proteins and fats, and really greatly minimize your carb intake. So we get lots of carbs already in our vegetables, in our fruits, and in our maybe sweet potatoes or even beans. Those are great carbs. We don't need a lot of grain carbs. That's where we pack on the pounds. This is what causes the problems with our insulin levels. So you want to make sure that your lunch and dinner are healthy proteins and fats and lots of veggies. Now, in between, you can have maybe an apple with some raw almond butter, or a handful of nuts, or some other fruit or whatever. And that really is a great in-between meal snack. And then after 7 p.m., it's either maybe making another cup of tea, and just one tea bag, just your herbal teas, is really cleansing and it's alkalizing. And this is where you have some really great benefits with intermittent fasting. I have found there are a host of intermittent fasting benefits for women over 40 especially. This is a great thing for you to be doing for your body, and you won't be missing out on anything, I promise. This is more simple than you think, and once you start, you'll love the way you feel, you'll love the way you look, you'll love your mood, your energy, your heart will love you, your brain will love you. Everything is improved with intermittent fasting. If you feel like this is a great fit for you, I encourage you to go to the details below and take that What's Up with Your Gut quiz, and let's see if you're a good candidate. I hope I can help you, and I'm here to help you, because once you take that little quiz, it doesn't take very long and it is free, you set up a calendar appointment, and here we get on the phone together and we see how we can make this work for you. I walk beside you through the process, and you'll see such great benefits that follow.